From workers' rights to land rights, this is Riots of Portsmouth. Today's episode, Battle of Southsea. As of August 2024, I've realised there is violence, crime and riots. So what better way to showcase this than to show the riots of the past that defined the country as we are today.
I'd also like to add I don't condone any violence, riots or anything else. Thank you.
Let's go back to the 3rd of August 1874, when tensions were rising over the restrictions of the use of Southsea Common, which was a free land used by everybody. It was being fenced off and sold to developers. Now, even today, Southsea Common's in regular use by locals, events, parties, gatherings, just a general picnic area, somewhere nice to go with the family. So you can imagine how much trauma and heartbreak there was when developers came in and wanted to take it. The developers wanted to take the land and use it for themselves and completely restrict anyone in the local area from use of the land, which caused much grief in a lot of the local population. And in this situation, the Brits did what the French like to do, gather en masse and protest. For those of you who don't know, Southsea is in England, Portsmouth, and the Common is right there on the beach. Hey there, you! Do you like picture frames? Who? Me? I love picture frames. Get yourself a personalised picture frame today. Link in the description. And on that fateful day, the 7th of August 1874, the situation escalated as the crowd began to destroy barriers which fenced off the area of the proposed development. The police retaliated in force as the crowds blew into a riot. Now, police tactics back in the 19th century weren't exactly the ones we have today and pretty much responded in violence. The situation got so bad that the government had to read the Riot Act of 1714, which was later reformed to 1832, where the government were basically allowed to bring in the army and control the crowds. I mean, they call it riotous assembly. After a few days, the battle was over, and who came out triumph? Well, in most cases, you probably expect the government and the people who own the land to come up triumph. But this one surprised me. Now, not many records were kept of how many people may or may not have passed away in this situation, but I can assure you that there are definitely some injured. In this case, the people come up triumph. The people won the battle. The people won the use of the land. And that is quite interesting because most of the time it doesn't happen that way. The people that broke into violence is always the ones to blame. But this reinforced the public power of protest of that era and gave the communities a voice and a right to the land that they should have access to. This riot was named the Battle of Southsea and is remembered as the pivotal moment in Portsmouth history where the community came together to stand up for what they believe in and stop the bigger man from trampling on the smaller toes. As I mentioned earlier on, the Battle of Southsea has just celebrated its 150th anniversary, where there was role-playing and street parties. Perhaps you could come along to the next one and try and experience what it would have been like for yourself, rather than just listening to me on a video. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Have a good day.